So good day everyone. I am Apple Valdesco from BSCS1A and I'm here because I am tasked to tackle about color dialogue. We know in the world in which we live, color is really essential. Thinkers' opinions, behaviors, and reaction can all be affected by color. So, what is color dialog? In C Sharp, color dialog control is used to select a color from available colors and also define custom colors. A typical color dialog looks like in the picture in the right, where you can see there's a list of basic solid colors and there's an option to create a custom colors. In creating a color dialog, we can create a color dialog control using a forms designer at a design time or using the color dialog class in code at runtime, also known as dynamically. Unlike other Windows form control, a color dialog does not have and not need visual properties like others. The only purpose of color dialog is to display available colors, create custom colors, and select a color from these colors. Once a color is selected, we need that color in our code so we can apply it in our controls. To create a color dialog control at design time, you simply drag and drop a color dialog control from toolbox to a form in Visual Studio. After you drag and drop a color dialog on a form, the color dialog will look like in the picture. In creating a color dialog control at runtime is merely a work of creating an instance of color dialog class, set its properties, and add color dialog class to the form controls. First step to create a dynamic color dialog is to create an instance of color dialog class. The following code creates a color dialog control object. After you place a color dialog control on a form, the next step is to set properties. The easiest way to set properties is from the Properties window. You can open Properties window by pressing F4 or right-click on a control and select Properties menu item. So you can see it in the picture at the left. Allow full open property, make sure that define custom color option is enabled on a color dialog. If you wish to disable this option, you can set allow full open property to false and your color dialog will look like in the picture at the right. The code at the bottom set the property to false. Color, any color, and solid color only. Color property is used to get and set the color selected by the user in a color dialog. Any color is used to get and set whether a color dialog displays all available colors in the set of basic colors. The solid color only is used to get and set whether a color dialog restricts users to selecting solid colors only. In the picture at the right, we have a few window forms control and clicking on foreground color and background color buttons will let users select a color and set that color as foreground and background colors of the controls. After selecting foreground and background colors, the form will look like in the picture at the left. Color dialog control provides the necessary functionality of a visual color picker. When you create an instance of color dialog, the following read and write properties are set to initial values. So let's open our window forms in Sharp Development or in Visual Studio. First, we need to find the starting position in center screen and use the panel. I use the panel because the panel enables to group collection of controls and button so I can store the text. It raises an event when the user clicks it. So I will just adjust the position of both texts. And rename it anything. I choose to rename my button to change color. So after I rename the text, I will rename the specific name by BT and change color. And we will proceed to the code. So as I said in my report, the allow full open property allows the user to access the full range of colors, including system colors and custom colors. The any color property allows the user to select any color even if it's not defined in a color class. By setting these properties to true and false as shown in the code, you can create a color dialog that allows the user to select any color from the full range of colors available. Oh, it displays an error, so we need to debug it to obtain the result. So let's choose any color. So that's my example of my color dialog. To summary, a color dialog controls allows user to launch Windows Color Dialog and let them select a solid color or create a custom color from available colors. So at this time, if you have any questions about my topic, feel free to ask. Else if none, I think that's all. Thank you for listening. I hope you learn and enjoy at the same time. Have a nice day.